Now I want to read a bit from the opening pages of David's book on the plurality of worlds. The world we live in is a very inclusive thing. Every stick and every stone you've ever seen is part of it. And so are you and I. And so are the planet Earth, the solar system, the entire Milky Way, the remote galaxies we see through telescopes, and, if there are such things, all the bits of empty space between the stars and galaxies. There is nothing so far away from us as not to be part of our world. Anything at any distance at all is to be included. Likewise, the world is inclusive in time. No long-gone ancient Romans, no long-gone pterodactyls, no long-gone primordial clouds of plasma are too far in the past, nor are the dead dark stars too far in the future to be part of this same world. Maybe, as I myself think, the world is a big physical object, or maybe some parts of it are entelechies or spirits or auras or deities or other things unknown to physics. But nothing is so alien in kind as not to be part of our world, provided only that it does exist at some distance and direction from here, or at some time before or after or simultaneous with now. The way things are, at its most inclusive, means the way this entire world is. But things might have been different in ever so many ways. This book of mine might have been finished on schedule. Or, had I not been such a commonsensical chap, I might be defending not only a plurality of possible worlds, but also a plurality of impossible worlds, whereof you speak truly by contradicting yourself. Or I might not have existed at all, neither I myself nor any counterpart of me. Or there might never have been any people. Or the physical constants might have had somewhat different values, incompatible with the emergence of life. Or there might have been altogether different laws of nature, and instead of electrons and quarks, there might have been alien particles, without charge or mass or spin, but with alien physical properties that nothing in this world shares. There are ever so many ways that a world might be, and one of these many ways is the way that this world is. Are there other worlds that are the other ways? I say there are. I advocate a thesis of plurality of worlds, or modal realism, which holds that our world is but one world among many. There are countless other worlds, other very inclusive things. Our world consists of us and all our surroundings, however remote in time and space. Just as it is one big thing, having lesser things as parts, so likewise do other worlds have lesser otherworldly things as parts. The worlds are something like remote planets, except that most of them are much bigger than mere planets, and they're not remote. Neither are they nearby. They are not at any spatial distance whatever from here. They are not far in the past or future, nor for that matter near. They are not at any temporal distance whatever from now. They are isolated. There are no spatio-temporal relations at all between things that belong to different worlds. Nor does anything that happens at one world cause anything to happen in another. Nor do they overlap. They have no parts in common. The worlds are many and varied. There are enough of them to afford worlds where, roughly speaking, I finish on schedule, or I write on behalf of an impossibilia, or I do not exist, or there are no people at all, or the physical constant do not permit life, or totally different laws govern the doings of alien particles with alien properties. There are so many other worlds, in fact, that absolutely every way that a world could possibly be is a way that some world is. And as with worlds, so it is with parts of worlds. The other worlds are of a kind with this world of ours. To be sure, there are differences of kind between things that are parts of different worlds. One world has electrons and another has none. One has spirits and another has none. But these differences of kind are no more than sometimes arise between things that are parts of one single world. For instance, in a world where electrons coexist with spirits. The difference between this and the other worlds is not a categorical difference. The worlds are not of our own making. It may happen that one part of a world makes other parts, as we do, and as otherworldly gods and demiurgs do on a grander scale. But if worlds are causally isolated, nothing outside a world ever makes a world, and nothing inside makes the whole of a world, for that would be an impossible kind of self-causation. We make languages and concepts and descriptions and imaginary representations that apply to worlds. We make stipulations that select some worlds rather than others for our attention. Some of us even make assertions to the effect that other worlds exist. But none of these things we make are the worlds themselves.